Drink, drink, drink. The chant was punctuated by the thunder of 4 sets of palms drumming on a wobbly high-top table, rattling the glass mugs and making the leftover beer in the pitcher slosh. The noise raised the din in the already rollicking Mashed Spud to eardrum blowout level. The last of the Spud's signature cocktail went down as smoothly as the first swallow. I slammed the 12-inch fluorescent orange bong-shaped plastic container on the tabletop. Today was a day for finishing it all. Finally, I was done with jumping through all the hoops and over the roadblocks brought about by a lateral transfer to the Duluth, Minnesota Police Department. I was so done. Done with checking boxes and filling out forms. Done with backgrounding. Done with the accelerated FTO program. I'd been on patrol since May. 9 hours ago, the reassignment came down, and off I went to the Major Crimes Unit. It had been a long 6 months. Detroit and Duluth might begin with the same letter, but were stark opposites. I was more than ready for the slower pace of a metro area 93% smaller than Detroit's. The previous year, there'd been almost 12,000 violent crimes in Detroit, compared to 900 in the zenith city of the unsalted seas. Pretty stark contrast, and I was very much looking forward to a slower pace. In celebration, my new unit brought me to an actual queer-friendly bar. Ryan Nash, my oldest friend and now assigned partner, elbowed me. "Can you still hold your liquor, Harrison?" Louder, he announced. "When Bec and I went to college at the University of Minnesota, she was the queen of shots. She could mix a cocktail with one hand and drink everyone under the table with the other." Another round of pounding nearly did the table in. "Jesus, Nash!" Some things never changed, and I was okay with that. Nash and I had grown up on the same block, ironclad besties after we banded together and beat up 2 bullies who'd been picking on both of us and half the class, all through 3rd grade and half of 4th. We went on to graduate from the same high school and attended the U of M together. As kids, we often hung out in a treehouse in Nash's backyard, hiding from the heat of the summer sun, since his pale complexion, thanks to his Swedish ancestry, burned instead of tanning, unlike my own. On a hot summer day when we were 14, he was the first one I came out to. The memory was still incredibly vivid. Even now, I could smell fresh-cut grass and hear the buzzy chirp of crickets in late August. He dramatically flexed his skinny arms. "So that's why you never wanted a piece of this. Actually, I was wondering when you'd figure it out." That was that. No questions, no comments, only all-in support. He became my wingman when we went out, wasn't afraid of gay bars. He was the first one I'd called when I became engaged. We'd stayed in touch when I left the state, and he was the one to let me know Duluth had an opening when my world exploded.